Hello, and welcome to the FLICK CRITIC Reviews and Interviews. I'm your host, John SMISTAD, and these are my takes on films both new and not so, spanning a wide range of genres and tastes, plus conversations with some of the coolest people in indie entertainment. Now, let us rock with this one, shall we? My guest today on the FLICK CRITIC Reviews and Interviews. This is going to be fun. I've seen this writer-director's film. It is called Good Boy. It is a Norwegian film. It is a flippin' trip, and we're going to talk about it. My guest is Viljar Bøe. Viljar, thanks so much for being on the FLICK CRITIC Reviews and Interviews. We really appreciate it, sir.
My pleasure.
So we're not going to give away plot points because this is revealed in the opening moments of your film, Good Boy, and it's laid out in the thumbnail synopsis of the movie. There's a guy in the film who dresses as a dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the thing, and you've obviously done some research here, and I'm going to ask you about this. There are people, human beings in real life, who dress as dogs, who dress as foxes, who dress as bears. They actually do this. How did you become aware of this phenomena, I guess we'll call it, and how did you decide to make it the launching point for your film, Good Boy? Yeah.
That's a good question. I think, I've always been aware of furries, which is people who like to dress up as, dogs, or like a human, dog, fox, whatever, like a mixed breed between human and animal. I just always, for a long time, had this image of a person in a dog costume being owned by another person. So that was like the starting point, and then we quickly realized that it had to be like the main character who owned the dog had to be somebody who was a millionaire or had like a lot of resources. So that's how we came up with the person that owns the dog is a millionaire, and then we kind of looked at 50 Shades of Grey as kind of like inspiration. So that was like I guess one of the other components. But with like the dog thing, just for this kind of interesting, I am a cat owner, not a dog owner. I think I used to be scared of dogs, actually. I don't remember this, but my parents told me that when I was 2 or 3 years old, I got jumped by a Rottweiler. So I think it kind of, I was
good gosh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe subconsciously I have like I was scared for dogs for a long while, and I always thought there was kind of, we call dogs man's best friend.
Yeah.
But dogs are kind of forced, even more so than, like, let's say cats, to be friendly to their owner. If they bite or something like that, or they act in a manner that the owner doesn't like, they'll often get disciplined, or worst case that they'll get put down. Less so like with cats, because they're much smaller. So is it are dogs really man's best friend, or is it more of like a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing? So obviously I think most dogs love their owners, but I thought it would be interesting if you put like a real person in that kind of this a little bit weird relationship that I think most people don't really second guess. It's kind of normal that we own dogs, which I understand. Like, I like dogs, but or like dogs now, but there's a little bit weird how we treat dogs sometimes, I think.
Yeah, I hear you, and this is a very different dynamic in terms of the owner relationship. There's a jarring change in tone in the film as it progresses on, and by mentioning that, I want to get into the two primary leads here, and I'm going to have you pronounce their full names because I want to do them justice. I thought they were both outstanding, and they needed to present their characters to us as an audience in a very radically different fashion as the movie progressed on. And I thought they both did an exceptional job of doing that, because that's tough. Can you talk about, first of all, give us their names, please. Talk about working with these two professionals in Good Boy.
Yeah. No, The guy who plays Christian, his name is Gard Løkke, and the girl playing Sigrid, her full name is Katrin Lovise Upstad Fredriksen, but yeah, call her Katrin Lovise. Yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot. It takes a toll on the actors, or it's a very demanding role. Both those roles in the different ways. I think Sigrid's the character of Sigrid kind of has a big range of emotions, while Christian kind of takes a turn where he turns into a different type of character
it
altogether.
Is jarring, sir. Yeah. Wow.
So I think with Christian, as I mentioned earlier, we were kind of inspired by 50 Shades of Grey. So we needed somebody who was handsome, charming, but also could do a little bit of a flip. I remember when Gard sent us his self-tape, we just like instantly when we just saw his face and how he was acting, like normally he was perfect, especially for the first part. So the only thing we needed from him was to need him to read for like the second half of the film, a scene from that, and he just absolutely nailed it, and he really responded with the material. So and Katrin Lovise also very much very much liked the material, but she thought Sigrid could be more three-dimensional, so she helped a lot with the help of God. Also those two helped a lot with developing and writing the script as soon as we cast them, so they had a lot to say on the script in itself, and also helped form the characters before shooting to make them more believable and more three-dimensional. So it was a great, just both as actors, great working with, but also as writing partners.
Yeah, Katrina Louise, this is her first feature film. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow, she's got a future, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No, they were both outstanding.
Yeah.
There's a lot of support for independent film in Norway. I've talked to independent filmmakers in Norway.
Yeah.
But getting a project off the ground, a feature film, is always a challenge. I don't care what country you're in. Are you working on a new project now, Viljar? And can you share it with us in terms of what you may be working on now, and in terms of your next film?
Yeah, no. So we're actually in the post-production. We just have the sound mix left on a film called Above the Knee, which is about the person who has body integrity dysphoria, which means that he wants to become handicapped. So it's about him faking an accident so he can amputate his left leg. So it's kind of like a spiritual successor in some ways to Good Boy. We kind of call it TLC art house. I guess you can see like you have like TLC kind of type of stories, but turn it into more of like a horror genre film lens in a way. So yeah, no, very excited about that one. So we hope for a fourth quarter film festival premiere, and then next year it'll probably come out in the US to buy or on theaters, or we'll see what happens with the film, but we're very proud of it.
Understood. Can't wait to see it. Is it fair to say, first of all, you clearly have a gift. Would you like to, Viljar, take life and then just wrench the hell out of it and present that vision to us? Is that a fair assessment there?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think
it's cool though. I like that sensibility. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we try to. We're all the way in Norway. Kind of try to get the attention of international audience, and I think audiences now want to be challenged, and I think for us to stand out, we kind of have to do some dirty tricks or
other films. Not doing exactly what you do, but it's like we're going to do film, but we're going to do it our way.
Exactly.
And we'll connect with you. Yeah. No, it's cool. The name of the film is Good Boy, and I watched it on Amazon Prime Video. You can watch it there. Again, I definitely recommend it. You will be entertained. I used the word in my review, and I mean this in terms of this is not an easy watch. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
A lot of it is unpleasant, quite frankly, to watch. But you're glued to it. In other words, it's compelling, if that even resonates at all. Because if that's what you're going for, you accomplished it, man.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
My guest has been Viljar Bøe, and he is the writer-director, a filmmaker with Good Boy. Viljar, thank you so much for being a part of the Quick Flick Critic Reviews and Interviews. It's 9 hours difference for Viljar, so he's making a special arrangement here to be with me, and we appreciate it, man. Rock on.
My pleasure.
Good stuff, and I can't wait to talk to you about this next film. It sounds
absolutely See you next year.
Tusen takk.
Yeah, tusen takk. Ha det.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Quick Flick Critic Reviews and Interviews. Now I ask that you please subscribe and be notified of my continuous new episode announcements. As always, make it a great day and make it count. Goodbye, everybody.